I hear a lot of musicians these days saying they're going to give up music. I definitely understand the frustration, but you have to understand it's a different time now. You see all these musicians that could play. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean if you're gifted or if you're talented. It does not mean you're going to make it in music. And it's harder now because if you're paying attention, artists don't use live instruments a lot on records anymore. They use key bass, programmed drums. And then when the tour comes, then there's a line wrapped around the corner of drummers and bass players trying to get on the tour. You gotta get a reality check and prepare your life, because you're not gonna stay 25 forever. One day you're gonna be 50 and you're gonna wanna have continuous money coming in. Don't be fooled by what you see on Instagram with musicians. They only show you the good side. They don't tell you how they're struggling. It would be more effective if they did. I struggled. I had plenty of jobs. I worked at Macy's, seasonal job, got fired. Worked at Target, worked at Men's Warehouse, Whole Foods. But then I had a reality check. I was getting older. My wife kept telling me, yo, you gotta make a pivot. And I got my butt enrolled in school, and I got my master's degree in social work. Yeah, it was hard, it was challenging, but I did it. A lot of you need to pivot, and you're scared to pivot. Life is gonna pass you by, and you're gonna be 50 and stuck. I heard a story of a musician at 60-some years old putting the word out that he needs a job to play at a church. That's sad. You don't want to do that. It's harder now because it's just different. The music world is changing. You got to pay attention. It's going to have a huge effect on musicians. There's not a lot of space for you guys anymore. Not a lot of jobs for us anymore. I thought I was going to make it, and then reality check came. Reality hurts, it's the truth. And you know, on social media, no one wants to hear the truth. All musicians want to do is be praised and worshiped. That's it. They don't want to be told nothing else. And that's a problem. Imagine having a kid and you never discipline them. They'll turn out to be a horror. Everybody needs discipline and consequences. Prepare for your older days. When I was 25, I thought I was going to be out here being Marcus Miller, touring and doing all this stuff. It didn't pan out that way. I'm grateful for what God gave me, and you have to stay in touch with God. Just because that's what you want doesn't mean that's what he's gonna give you. You may not flourish as a musician, but that other thing that you're running from is the thing that you may flourish at. Everybody can't be a well-known musician. Everybody wants to be famous these days. It ain't gonna work out like that. Do music on the side. There's a lot of not NBA, but guys that love basketball and never got drafted. Same with musicians. Keep playing, don't mean you have to stop because the world don't know your name. You can still do it and be happy. But you gotta pivot. Don't be scared to pivot. I hope this helps somebody. Peace and love. Peace and love.